Hey everybody, as you all know, Windows decided to stop support for Windows 7 after January 14th, 2020. They gave us 1 year's notice. They've left the link up on their site to get a free update, and all you have to do is click on it. It's still there. You better hop all over it while you still can, because I'll tell you, your other two options of going to either Linux or just not using your internet, they're just not the same. You might as well go from apples to apples instead of apples to oranges. I know Linux, there's a lot of solid Linux users. I feel like I want to use Linux, but I could still do that another day. Right now, let's see what we got to do to get our system from Windows 7 to Windows 10. And what I want you to see and look up, you got to go to google.com and look up a Forbes article called How to Upgrade to Windows 10 for Free. And they have the link. You just scroll down. Now, I have a Lenovo, and it's a W541. It's a great machine. And apparently, this worked great. But I had to also update a driver for my second video card. That was one of the only things that didn't work out too well. Once I did that and changed a few settings, everything worked great for this OBS Studio. But right here, with all that said, you click on the Windows 10 download page link here, right? And it brings you to this page. And over here, I already have a Windows 10 update there. I could update now, but I'll do that right after. You create on the download tool now. Now you see I highlighted this part here. To get started, you will first need to have a license to install Windows 10. At this point, I thought, great, they want me to buy a new software. You do not need to buy a new software. As long as you're running on a current Windows 97, I have the professional version. I believe they cover all the versions a little differently. But as long as you're there, they're gonna upgrade you for free. A lot of people thought they were gonna stop doing that as soon as the date rolled around, and that would be a sure way to get a lot of sales. But that would also piss off a lot of people. Right now, I heard the statistic. I forgot exactly what it is, but a serious amount of people are on Windows 7. So I assume a lot of people are scared to use their internet to download this stuff. You could download it to something else, make a disk. Put it into your PC. And I just went on the internet. I went straight to the site, and that was the one and only thing I did. I still used Mozilla. I did it fairly right away. I don't know. I can't recommend what you should do. I know I took a risk when I went on the internet. I just didn't open anything. I wasn't like cruising around wasting time. I went straight onto the site. I did exactly what I showed you here, and I got good results. For my graphics driver, I just had to drivers and then device manager, right? So you hit device manager, you scroll down, you go down to display adapters, and then you go here, right? But then when you click on it, you go properties, you go driver, and then you go driver, update driver. When I clicked on that, it told me it already had the latest driver. Thing was that it wasn't working on my computer. And I went online, I went to the website, I got to this page, I downloaded this, I joined, so they give me updated drivers, and they kind of like looked up my stuff, and I don't know what happened, but it ended up working after that. Anyway, that was my fix. I hope that helps you guys. Let me think if there's anything else I missed here. If you do have trouble with OBS stuff, there's plenty of stuff online. I definitely looked at plenty of videos. That was the larger part of my issue. But the biggest part of this whole video I wanted you to take away was you do not need to pay for Windows 10. You just upgrade, okay? It's going to look like it on that first page that I showed you over here. And they're going to ask you for a license, but they're going to know somehow that your computer already has it, and it's just going to upgrade it, okay? Did not ask me for a code or anything. The one thing I did have to do, though, I had to go back and re-upload Microsoft Office, and I had to remember my Outlook password and stuff like that. realized that some of those things that you purchased off the Windows Microsoft site, you could actually go back to your account and find your previous purchases and re-download those things. So I thought at first that I'd have to go online to use Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word, but I was very impressed that I didn't have to. I just re-downloaded my 2013 Microsoft Office, which is an older version, but it does me just fine. You know, and I could always just open something up in the browser if I need a newer feature. So, you know, that's that. I hope I could help you guys